Military leaders in Guinea are seeking to cement their grip on power after overthrowing the government of President Alpha Conde on Sunday. The junta says it will set up a transitional government, but gave no timeline. The international community has widely condemned the coup and demanded the release of the detained president. But inside the West African country, the takeover is enjoying ample support.
A rapturous welcome for Guinea's military commanders one day after they seized power in a coup. Some citizens hail their actions as a move against a president who is veering into autocracy. Ministers from the ousted government were summoned to a meeting to hear their fate. The coup leader Mamady Doumbouya promised to establish a transition government, but set no timeline and made no mention of elections.
A global consultation will be opened in order to explain the major points of the transition. Afterwards, a national unity government will be put in place to drive the transition.
Doumbouya is a former French Legionnaire officer who had been appointed by the president to head an elite unit. He said he was motivated by Guinea's poverty and endemic corruption. Some opposition politicians welcomed the intervention.
My message to the young generation: when you are lucky enough to be in power, you should not change the constitution. Africa has awoken, and the African youth today see what is happening in other countries. We are not going to stand by idly.
Words aimed at the deposed President Alpha Conde, seen here in a video released by the military from an unknown location. Conde is a former opposition leader and human rights professor, elected in 2010, promising to be Guinea's Nelson Mandela. But after 2 terms in office, Conde changed the constitution to allow himself to be elected again, setting off opposition protests in which dozens were killed. Recently, he introduced austerity measures, including cuts to military spending, which some observers say might have pushed the coup leaders into action. Soldiers remained on the streets on Monday, searching vehicles for weapons to prevent any counterinsurgency. Guinea has previously spent years under military rule. Now it has entered another period of suspended democracy.